got downloaded, I just haven't done it yet because that's too much. They're scripting mods like the quick sale guide that I've added, and I don't like adding too many script mods simultaneously just in case one of them breaks the save and then I can't figure out which one needs to be removed. I figured the sale thing is probably the easiest one to pick because it adds the panel over here and it just lists prices and stock and when the best price is going to be and when the best month is. That's probably not going to break the game. Courseplay has the potential to have impacts on other mods we're running. And then the other thing, the loan thing. We tend not to take out loans. If I can have an amortized loan, I might consider loans a little bit more frequently. But typically what we've been using loans so far is just, oh look, something came up in the sale, I kind of want that right now, or oh look, I need to do something on the farm and I don't have the piece of equipment, I absolutely need to do it, but once I do it I will have the money to pay for it. So kind of like I'll take out a loan in order to buy a harvester because I'm going to use the harvester immediately. That's going to harvest crop. I can sell the crop and make the money back. So, our loans are incredibly short term. It's like secured on the thing I'm about to do next. And but if we had the ability, okay, I can take out a loan for 120,000 to repay over 2 years, and it's going to be X amount. But in 2 years' time, the loan is going to be gone. It's basically a sort of, I don't have to worry about it because it'll pay itself back. I will have zero loan in 2 years if I don't want to repay it sooner. And that kind of makes sense. Okay, I am going to deliver this lot to the BGA since we have to drive past the BGA to get to the other 3 fields. 3 fields? Yes, we have 2 fields left to go. Yeah, I've got to drive past the BGA. I don't know how many bales we had in the other 2 fields, but why drag 15 bales are down there only to find that we have 40 bales to pick up and there's not enough room on the Anderson for one of the bales. That would be embarrassing. So we'll unload 15. There's definitely more than 24. There's probably not more than 48. So it's not a problem for driving. Actually, I need to fill my glass up. So as soon as we get to the BGA, I'll start unloading. There will be some glugging noises while I fill my glass up with another round of Mountain Dew. Nobody coming again. This is good. I suppose the other thing, thinking a little bit laterally here, you can get to the BGA from there's a little path on the other side of that hedge in front of us. 44 might be a convenient field to get to the BGA direct, but I've decided to do that one last. So this thing decided to fulfill the contract for field 53 first, which means we haven't completed any contracts yet. 53 is the big field by our farm, which I'm planning to do last, because if we can manage it, all of the bales on that field could quite possibly be ours, so I can just move them across to the yard and I'll wait until the arm lifts. Yeah, I can just move them across to the yard and not have to ship them halfway across the map. We also need... I'll do some, off camera, I will do some rearrangement of the yard and get ourselves a yard, a bale shed. So field 53 is 75% complete, potentially. Does that mean we're going to produce 48 bales on that field? Don't know. We'll find out. We might produce over 50. It might have been you need to go to the sell point 3 trips, but not so worried now. Now, I guess that other plans, I'm definitely, as I buy fields, I'm replacing the hedges in for in-game hedging. But what I might do is intersperse the hedge with fencing. Typically, I'm going to keep the field boundaries hedged for the most part. I'm putting up fences where there's a line of trees on the assumption that the trees are breaking, providing a wind break, so they're not allowing, you know, thunderstorm levels of wind to cross a field and destroy it. The hedge, yeah, a hedge will break up the passage of the wind, and so will trees. However, I'm kind of looking at some of these fields where there's breaks in the hedges because I refreshed the map, and I might just leave gaps in the hedges and just have fences, dry stone walls, something like that. I don't think there is a good wall mod, or at least not one that looks realistic. I think the problem, the Maypole wall is a thing that you place and it levels the ground and doesn't flow with the contours. So if you're using Giant's Editor, you can place the wall quite nicely, but it doesn't necessarily look as realistic if it doesn't do a drag and drop thing. Anyway, this looks like a lot of bales. So I will collect all the bales on this field, and hopefully there may be a little bit of capacity for 1 or 2 extra. If I'm really unlucky, there won't be any capacity at all, and we'll have to come back to this field again. I'm already half full. Ooh, oh dear. I'm still not sure where we're going to get all of these. That's the other thing. The new baler does allow many more colours of wrap than the original in-game balers. So I do have the ability to wrap in green and yellow and grey. I didn't intentionally select grey. I think I accidentally selected grey. Okay, that's 20, 21. Is there 3 more on this field? Or more? Well, I can see 3. And this is where I turn around and see too many and go, oh, oh. 1 too many. Oh well, we're coming back. Still, we'll unload these and it should credit us. I should check. Okay. Make sure all of the contracts are delivering biogas. I have no idea. Right. Biogas, 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 biogas. So nothing is going to the bale sell point. That's good. Oh, that's the other. I cannot save the game while I have this trailer loaded. I can't really, I can't do anything with it. I can't cheat with it, beam it around the map, anything like that. If I try and do that, all the bales on the back will bug out, and this thing will take off at about 10,000 kilometers an hour and head for orbit. It kind of makes Kerbal Space Program look like child's play. But, yeah, so I really need to pick up bales and drop them off as fast as I possibly can in order to not get bugged out here. Which is one of the reasons why, do I really want to keep this bale trailer around? As I said, we've got the Roland traditional bale trailer, and I can add auto load to it. It's a configuration option. I didn't, because traditionally I don't particularly like using auto load, but it's something. I can't put the trailer in a field and have a worker load it with the front loader. So just being able to drive around, pick up bales and unload them to a point might be better than this. But again, I don't know if bales on every single trailer just cause physics glitches that are just way beyond crazy. But yeah, this is the third Anderson trailer manually aged, and the third John Deere 8R manually aged that I've had in this playthrough. So I have to take money out so I can purchase it new, repay delete the money that I don't use to buy them brand new, and then I have to edit the vehicle XML file in order to get them 68 hours old and 36 months old, or whatever the John Deere is. That usually takes, that's enough to take care of things. Then I have to delete all of the bales on the map and add them back in so I can sell them. It's just a lot of hassle. So I'll get those unloaded. Contract on 22 finished. Contract on 23 finished. So, and 17% of 106. I don't think I've seen any completion notices for 44 yet. So we're going to have to mow and deliver 44. Well, we might not have to deliver it, but we're definitely going to have to mow it, wrap it. But 106 is almost done, and 106 is clear. We run down here, we'll grab that one bale off that field, and that will put us in potentially having that contract that we can complete. let's do some cab driving for a while. So three fields down here. I think 2 of them are now complete. Maybe 3. I don't know. We'll take a look. Actually, I'll collect a full, if there are enough, I'll collect a full load of bales down here, and then we will see which fields we can complete once we've collected them all. I've just adjusted my speaker volume up a little bit so I can actually hear the vehicle I'm driving. But I'm not sure if that affects the stream sound or not. Anyway, so so going forward, plans for the farm, we're probably not going to make as much whole crop silage. Since maize silage and grass silage are probably the easiest TMR mix we can do, I may end up concentrating on the production of that. We'll stop using the robot because the robot is a base game mix. And it's a lot of hassle. But I guess we'll see. The robot is useful to having a reserve of food in the shed, just so if we run out of stuff to feed the cows, yeah, I can just buy a stack of mineral feed, drop it in the shed, and the robot will take care of the cows for a short time. And here we are, born to be kings. I got stuck on the fence. Oh! Well, that would explain a lot. I didn't lift up the arm. I thought I had. I did press the button, but maybe it just didn't register. And now I'm hooked up on the gate. Okay. Let's run wider. And that should be sufficient. And as soon as we get the arm past the shed, I can grab that bale. Yay! Okay. Looks like I'm going to need to go around this field at least a little bit counterclockwise. So I've got a ton of bales along the very edge, and this doesn't have a lot of what's the word for it? It's not leniency, but it's not like I can drive down the other side of that bale with the arm extended. This one's not too bad. Oops, that one just me driving bad. And how are we doing? We're already up to 10 and 12. I think these fields are sufficiently small that we're not going to get a full load on 1, 2, 3. Still, that's 16. And that other field, I seem to recall, was quite a large what's it? Quite a large yield. Okay, let's raise the arm so we can clear the gate this time. Sneak through there, I believe. It is the field directly in front of us. So this is the last field we have to collect here before we mow some more. Game day 4:30. However, yeah, I don't think I'm going to fit all of these on one trailer. Hopefully, I only need 2. This is looking rather heavily populated. Oh, it is what it is. Let's see how the cookie crumbles. Okay. I cannot get close to those. Let me see if we can manage. It's the problem. We're on the edge of the map, so there is a map border there that I just can't do anything about. Try not to push the bales off. No. I think with all this kit, I could do this with a front loader telehandler, just because you can spike the bales where they stand. However, there we go. Oh, and this is the last bale. Okay, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 more? 17 and 15 would have been, yeah. We didn't really have a choice. We had to. If I'd have dragged those 15 bales from the other field down here, I would still have to come back at least one more time. So, just know. The way out was that way. Okay. I'll just crash into a shed. I will crash into all the sheds. I will get myself completely messed up so that there's just no easy way out. Oh, I could have driven. That's actually a nice silage bunker. But the thing with all the farms on this map, the ones that have silage bunkers have a silage bunker. So it's not the bestest of thing. I mean, even without Maize Plus, I tend to like creating if I'm creating silage in a bunker rather than baling and wrapping. I prefer to have 2 silage bunkers available because I can be loading one bunker up and fermenting it while the other bunker is being used as a food source. And so I don't have to empty the current active bunker. It takes a month, you know, a game month to ferment the silage, so you have to go and cut it all in one day, get it in the bunker, get it compacted, get it covered, and it's not going to be available until the next calendar month. So you need to make sure that your cows have enough food to be going on with for the rest of this month before the silage is available next month. If you've got 2 silage bunkers, you can open one, be feeding cattle, and when it's time to cut another round of silage, you can cut a round of silage, you can load it in the bunker. You're still using the other silage bunker to feed your cows. And then when the second one is is fermented, you can leave it covered while you're still using the first one, and then when the next cut comes around, you can go out, you can do the second cut, you can sell all of the silage left in the first bunker and open the second one for food source or something, or you can sell it all from the second bunker and just keep the first one as a food source. But it provides you with a little bit more security when it comes to having silage on the farm for your cows to eat. That one. And I'm all up for security or feed for animals, which is why we are doing all of the silage contracts today, so that we can feed the cows later. All right, let's get that. Words is hard. So potentially this is more than enough bales to complete all of the contracts. 106 is completed. 42 is 79% on 42. So let's. I'm going to have to go and get the other bales. But it looks like we can claim some contracts as done. 42 is not done, so I am going to deliver more bales to get that completed. The excess on this load of bales will be income for the farm, bonus income for the farm. But it looks like 42, 56 are, all the bales are mine, which is a good thing. Now, the only problem is where I'm going to put the bale shed. I kind of want to keep it as close to the cow shed as possible, because that's where we're going to be using all the bales. On our fields, when I cut and bale and wrap, we will leave the bales on the field until they are fermented, and then we will ship them to our bale shed and unload them